So we'll see actually today's actually some of the concepts, okay, like how we can work more efficiently in Pega, okay. So if you go to the Designer Studio, okay, and if you go to process and rules, okay, if you go to case management, you will see galleries. So in gallery, what you can find is you can find all the predefined Pega defined out of the box features. Okay, so you can see the sample case type, support request. You can see some of the type of the flows, like how you can add a sub case, how you can go for ad hoc case, how you can go for cascading approval, how you can go for co-browsing session. Okay, so these are some of the like predefined flows which is there. So if you want to see them, you can see there. This is the way how we are going to display co-browsing. Okay, so something they actually session code and something they are doing. So they are actually able to the same screen at the same time. Okay, so same thing like duplicate search, notify, how you can go for notify. So this actually like you can go for notify. So that will contain the notification. So here it is like like selecting from the list of template. So based on actually like how you are going to display, so it will either go to the notify or either it will go to the cancel notification. So these are actually we can see request feedback. So request feedback is the flow of this one. So these are some of the standard flows. Okay, then we have standard flow actions which is predefined. Okay, change case SLA, change stage, collect session code. Okay, attach contain, attach screenshot, attach files. So these are actually like if you can see transfer case ownership. So this we can do from directly with the we can enable that. Okay, then we have some predefined UIs like case attachment, case related item, case related Chevron viewer. Okay, so this one actually we can directly use them to display stages, portal. Okay, tag cloud, worklist example. So this one actually like we can. So if you see like how this directly you can include that in your defined system. So if you want to include that, you can directly use that. It will come how the section look like. Everything you can check it out. So this was the Chevron viewer. So where it was referenced, you are able to see that. So sometime it will useful to get these details. Okay. Then all the activities, right? You have a lot of activities. Okay. So if you go to this APIs, process APIs, you will find all the out of the box activities, which is actually we normally have using. Okay. So these are actually some of the activities we can use in the out of the box features like get case, force case, close, trace, get top type, case count, cascading approval, attach URL, attach node, okay, post message. So these are actually you can use to uh, in activity. Like if you want to use anything specific things, we can able to do can be used this APIs as well. Okay. Next, actually, your UI galleries. Okay, so if you go to the UI gallery, so here also like how we can go for to use different UI options. You will see it here. Like see like how you're going to create it like this product info. Okay, so the complete things. So this is like you want to design a UI like that. Okay, so you can able to design this same way. Like you can get a picture. So this is actually like how you look and feel of this in Amazon. Okay, so this is the look and feel you will get into the Amazon on that. So the same look and feel if you want to create that, Okay, so if you see it here, there will be a design time configuration of it. Yeah. So if you click onto this, yeah, this is I'm talking about. So if any time, so this is like again shopping cart. If you say you have multiple items you want to display and you want to select that, add to cart, right? So if you say I'm add to cart, it is added for you in the cart. Okay, so that's time like you can add the items, and if you see, go to the design time configuration, you're able to see the details about this, how that was designed. So it's including a section. Within the section you need to check this out. Okay. So this is the look and feel for the repeating dynamic layout. It's using to display the look and feel of this. Okay. So this UI was designed in a such a way that it will be look and feel from this. So this is the UI layout for that one. Okay. So this is a repeating one. So each one you're able to see that from this. Okay. So this one, if you like, you can refer many things like how the section is getting designed as well. And now if you see, you can see all the controls as well. So these are the some showcases, and if you want to see as a list of that, right? So if you say you want to refresh on change, row action, search and select, okay? There are some components, autocomplete, and the layouts you want to use. So if you say you want to see the tab structure, okay? So this is, you can see this is design in tab. So if you click onto the general, it will show the general tab. If you go to the property, it will display the property part of it and where you want to display this. So if you want to display them in the bottom, it will display in bottom. If you want to see left, it will display in left. If you want to be right, so it display in right. So this are actually like you can check it out how this tab is designed. So if you go to the design setting of it, you will see the configuration for the same. So this is a click the
Mukesh, you are speaking in mute.
okay. So this is actually like you can see how this complete screen was designed, and you can figure it out as well. Okay. So the complete there are four 4 layout and click of that, any one of them is getting displayed there. Okay, so this is the UI which will be help you to design the different things on that. Okay. Then we have some of the things like image library, all the image you can see, scheme rules you can see in the UI front. So if you say like whatever the image you have predefined in the Pega, you can see it here. Something will say right. So it will look for the all the images which is in the name of right. Something actually is coming in the different 4 into 4, 10 into 12. So what is the current size of that? It's coming with that. Okay. So that's actually one of the shopping cart mobile. So this is the some of the mobile app. So this one you can able to search and you can use them directly. Okay, images on that. Yeah, that's all actually some of the things which will be useful from you to hear. Okay. Okay. Fine. And I think I told any rule, if you see you have any rule which is open, right? So you want to look for that, like how that was here. So if you go to the Excel tab of it, you will see multiple options. Okay. So if you see the add to favorite, view references, view sibling, view versions. Okay. So like if you can see there is, if you view versions, you will see the multiple version of the same rule. Okay. So you can see like there are two versions of the same rule. Okay. And if you go to the sibling, it will check into the, let's see, one rule it's actually going to be stored in one part of the rule set. So if it is in present in multiple rule set, it will look for that in multiple rule set as well. So currently, like if you can see, this is actually like in two version only. So there's two version only displaying here. Otherwise, it will display all other rule set. If the same rule set is present in multiple details, that will be also you can see in the here. Okay. And if you go to the references, like where it was the rule was referenced, you will see it here. And what are the different rules is referring. Okay, so it's referring sections, it's using a data page, and it's using a class. Okay, so if you want to get that the data page, so you can able to see the data page. So this is by default. Pega is given this data page. Okay. So this is, if you want to see this data page, I can just run this. So I'll get the details about that. What are the things it is going to return that to me. So it's going to return the 25 results. It's coming. So in the PX results tab, you'll see the complete 25 results here. Okay. So each result, you will see the details of that. So this is, I think, all the how the look and feel is coming in the column layout. So this is the 25 things which is coming. Okay, rating, pivot type, PEGA key, all the values, discount, price, classification, jurisdiction. Okay, so this is the look and feel, the details which is coming from that. Okay. Then the next thing you will see about the XML and Java. So for the current rules, okay, you want to see the current XML version of the same. Okay, so XML rule is just about the description of the rule. Okay, there is a main key which we call as PEGA key. Okay, so this is the key for this rule, which is actually like make it differentiate from the other version. Okay, so timestamp and the type of the page and name of the page. So that makes the combination of PEGA key. So during the deployment, if you want to make just deploy this rule, we need to pick this INS key and we can able to deploy the individual rule itself. And there is yeah, so that's we can get the PEGA key from the here from the XML. Okay, and many rule actually where we can see it will give you Java as well. Like okay, if you go there, you will see view XML or view Java. So like actually Pega is completely built up from the Java. So this is the things which is actually like behind of the scene it's generating. So you have a lot of class here and the which is actually now if you can see this is actually the to generate this section part of that it's going to use all these things to Java and then it will be converted from this. So everything is behind the scene. When you see this part behind of the scene, there will be Java code will be generated for this. Okay, so that you can see it from here. And corresponding there will be an HTML for the same. So if remove this auto-generated HTML, you will see the HTML part of the same design. Okay, so if you click that, it will take from the design tab. So you can design a section by this, or you can write your own HTML code to define the section rule as well. So most of the time, Pega is best practice. We should go for auto-generated HTML only. Okay, whatever you have given that, it will generate that HTML for that same. Okay. Yeah, so that's more of the things we can able to see that and we can work from that. Okay. Yeah. That's two things. Yeah. Now, yeah, one more thing. Now, if say like I have many rules checked out now, right? So how I can do bulk checking? So I have actually an option to bulk action as well. If I click on bulk action, I have an option to discard all of them together or select all of them together. So if you say actually want to give a comment together with, and I want to start checking for everything. I need to select it. Okay. And let's so you have an option to check in, open, and discard everything once again. So let's say I want to check in everything. Oh, it's not. First, I need to check the comment. Okay, and then I can start. So I can bulk check in all the things at once. So this actually will save time as well. Like if you have multiple rules you are working and you want to bulk check in all the things at once. So this is the some of the bulk actions we can able to. We can discard them. We can yeah. This if you see this UI gallery tab is actually from Pega. So that is not done. So this is the private edit. So the private edit part it's create problem. So it's yes. Others I think will not create problem. So I can just stop and I can begin once again. Okay, so this way it's going on. So now you see the number of items that will be reduced here. Okay, so it's actually like now remove, everything will be done from that. So this actually also will be useful if you want to do the bulk actions. Okay. And there are like if you see, you can see some of the more APIs. So there are some of the things are actually called as engine APIs. So this actually like mainly belongs to the Pega classes. Okay. So if you can see like the clipboard, okay, context, crypto, dictionary. So they have how the Pega is built up. All the classes you will see it here. Okay. So this one is like if you can say Pega is made of this many classes and this many packages. So within the packages you have many more classes on that. So these are actually, if you can see, all are related to the XML. To support the XML part, it's using all these classes to support it. Okay. So normally if you go for everything, it's overview, then you have the package, and everything you can able to see these things details. Okay. Okay. So this will be also useful to know more advanced features within the Pega. Okay. Yes. So now if you see how you can go for these things as well. Okay. Tools like tracer. I told about the tracer before. So tracer is mainly useful for debugging purpose. So anytime and when you are debugging like UI or a activity, data transform, decision rules, you can able to trace it. So first thing, when you see the tracer, you will see what are the different. So these are the by default it will come. Okay, by event to trace, by default it will all will become. Okay, there will be some break conditions. So if you want to stop at an exception, you can put it, or you can have it fail status, you can stop it as well. So that will be debugging will be easy for you. Okay, and then some of the this is actually for performance things. If you want to check some of the things, we can able to check it out as well. Okay, so here you can see some local variables. Okay, so that's the some of the interview they asked how you can trace the local variables. So you need to select this local variables there. Okay, and like some of the actually like if you can see these are the some of the existing events, like some of the rules you want to track that as well. So you can select them as well and you can remove them as well. Like if you don't need all this event to pick up, so you can able to remove them as well. So there is no select all, select this one. You need to do it manually one by one. Okay, so that's a clear remove. And the next thing which you need to know about the tracer is the rule set. Okay, so you can see see all the below of that as well, like which is the PEGA defined rule set as well. Okay, so if you say you don't want to select everything, so deselect everything and just use your rule set here. So this is actually like it will be just going to check in anything which is actually part of your rule set. Actually something which is you don't want to check it in the PEGA part. So this thing you can able to manage the different rule sets so that the counting of the rule set which will be coming will be less on that. Okay. So this now setting is done. So this thing, so the pause, play you can able to do, okay, and breakpoints you can apply only in activities. So if you want to put in the activities, we can able to do that. So if you say you want to go for debugging any activities, no, it's not giving option to do that. So let's say we have 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝑇. So 𝐸𝐸𝐻𝑇 purchase. Okay. So within that you can see that check product info. Like you want to stop in which step. Every step, any particular step, you can able to put it here. So it will be going to stop at step 6. Set the breakpoint. Okay. So now it will be going to stop at when you run the set product info, it will going to stop at 6 before running that. So this is actually like useful for that point. Okay. And watch is actually for any specific property you want to check it, how the values is changing for that property. Okay, that is setting or not, so that you can put the watch variables. Okay. So you can put the page name and the property name in that. Okay. And so that will be useful for watch variable. And remote tracing when you use its remote tracing is if the multiple users are logged in. Okay, and like if you say you are working in 2 different locations and one of your junior is not able to trace or he is facing some issue, so in that time like we can ask them to do the operation and we can able to trace it from here. So that normally like if you have multiple users, it will display all the users ID which is associated with this system which is logged in. Okay, so currently this details is not coming, so I'm not able to show you that. So normally this is actually useful if you want to debug someone else system. Okay, or also it's like that, like say you have logged in as a developer and you are tracing it for manager role. So you want to trace the manager section role so separately. So that is the manager you want to track it now, so that you can able to do it as well. Okay, so that's the remote tracing. And finally, like you have save option. So what the purpose of the save is? So let's say like okay, let's go and run some of the session. Okay, we'll go to this same activity. Okay, let's say we go to the app. We go to the check product info. Okay, it's saying it has 6 steps. So I think that we have commented everything in this. Okay, it doesn't check actually that has or not as well. Okay. Okay, we'll go with this one. Okay, browse employee. Okay, just I need to start the database. Okay. Okay. So if we see, if you need to change the class there in the breakpoint, so let's go back into tracer breakpoints. So remove this breakpoint, change to work. So you have the browse employee. Okay, you need to remember which step you want to put it. Okay, so let's see, we want to put the in the loop. Okay, in the fourth step we want to check it. So we want to put the breakpoint. Okay, and let's see, put the watch variable as well. So let's see, we put the same employee page. Okay, and we want to see the this property salary. Okay, so that's, we have put the watch point now. So now we are going to run the activity. So this one. So let's run the same. Do we need to yeah, put some target page employee list. Okay. So let's run the same. So now if I come back and come back to the tracer, white tracer is not showing anything. So issue. The account is locked. I think we need to reset the password once again. Somewhere it's creating problem with that. Yeah. No, we need to do it once again. What you want to do now? Okay, let's do it. change the password, I think I can do this way. Yeah. So the same password will work now. Yes. Let's run it now. Okay. Yeah. So this thing now you can see that why it's not stopped at 4. It should be stopped at the breakpoints. Okay, the detail cells came here. But it still stopped at the step 4. Why that's so? It should stop actually. I need to check that out why it's not stopped there. So this way actually you can go for and actually try to check in the breakpoints and watch. Okay. So we can able to test that as well. Yeah. So this is actually the tracer, more detail on that. You can try your own way. Okay. And the next is the clipboard. Clipboard also I told you. Okay. So clipboard is mainly like you have 4 type of pages here: user page, data page, link property page, system page. Okay. So all your data pages will be 3 level: thread, requester, node. You can see here. Like in system pages, when you log in without anything, like it will display all the things, like what is your current access group, what is application you have, what is your current operator ID, organization, organization label, all the processes which are running, and all the threads. So these are the threads, which is the different threads. You will see the different 3 threads here. So that's similarly you will see the number of threads here. Okay. So there will be different threads. For each thread, there will be separate thread is going on to that. So this is the system page is going to use for how your application is working and some of the details of the current requester. Okay, so normally in the requester you will get more about the current session context. So you can see session context. So this is the current system context. Okay, security snapshot. The current operator, what is the HTTP request response. Okay, so that's all the details will come with that. So this is your current tracer option setting. Whatever the tracer option you have set, display all these things here. And the same thing, when you open the tracer, it will pick up from here and display the tracer to you. Okay. So these are the, there are so many things you can do it here. Like you can see the option this side, see. So if you say like mainly like system pages, we cannot edit. All the user pages, we can edit it here. So if say actually I go to the any of the user page, okay, and if I see in my page, we have not saved anything. Okay. Something actually like I just selected any of them. I want to edit some of the things in this. Okay, so normally if you can see PX type of the property I cannot edit, PY type of the property I can make the changes. Okay, so this actually I can edit and I can make the changes here, and that will be reflected in your UI part, so that we can able to do it here. And you can do many things apart from just edit. You can see the XML version, JSON version of the same thing. So you want to see that this one you want to see in the JSON. So the same structure, it will display in JSON like that. And if you want to see that in an XML, so this is the XML structure for the same. Okay. So normally like this will be useful when you are generating a service or you want to use a connect to display in that manner. So this time the 𝐸XML and 𝐸JSON will be help on that. Okay, and you want to run any activity beforehand, you can do this as well. And if you don't want to make changes, we can discard it as well. And this is actually on the right side. In the left side also you have some more options, like you can refresh the page, you can delete the complete page, same for you can show XML, show JSON and execute activity. Okay, so you can able to do that as well. And if it is a page list, you can add a page as well there, I think. Yeah, so if you see, yeah, so this is a page list. If you click there, oh, I should have an option to add page as well. And the PX widget, it should come. Replace page always coming. Oh, add page is not there. So you cannot add a new page within that. Yeah, add page is not coming. So okay, so this is actually like we can be useful when we are debugging. Okay, so the main page which is actually like which is associated with your case is PY work page. So whenever you create any work object, okay, so maybe like if you say you want to create a work object here. Okay, the same work object mainly like it will be reflected there. It will create a thread for the work object. Okay, so now you can see the PU30, right? So if you go to the clipboard, okay, so you can see now PU30. Okay, so the main page for this actually will be a PY work page. Okay, so the PY work page will contain the details about the specific case. So you can see there is a product page, purchase page, okay, and all other details related to your page itself. So within the product, like if you say we are going to select the product, it will display that page. So purchase, it will be display the purchase page in that. Okay, so there actually we are going to select the multiple things in that. So this is the first purchase which we are going to make. So similarly, like let's say we want to go and make the changes onto that. So the products are not coming. Anything? Product become empty. Oh, product IDs are not coming at the moment. I think the database is removed. I think. Okay. So that's you can have this information, we can able to check it out. Okay. So this page, like whatever the changes you will make it in this page here, it will reflect it here. So let's say we want to make these changes to the purchase date. Okay. So let's say I make the purchase date of today's date. Okay. And I cannot submit it at now. Without submit, it will not reflect there in the clipboard. Because some of the things are mandatory. Without that, it will not allow me to go now. Yeah, so just a tip for understanding, like see this page will be reflected in your PY work page. Okay, so all the case detail mainly like it will come by default with the PY work page. So here actually every page and there will be related class name will be there. So the product belongs to 𝐸𝐸 data product purchase, it will be 𝐸𝐸 data purchase. So depend on your class and there will be respective page will be there. So all the properties of that class will be displayed there. Okay, so that actually we normally we use to display many things and able to debugging onto that. So that's your clipboard. Okay, so what are the different things you have available in clipboard? Live UI actually ability tool. So that is actually useful to define the UI changes. So how this actually control is made of, how this layout is coming, how this is coming. So that will be useful to go for live UI. Okay, so live UI will be useful onto that. Okay, so we'll stop now and we'll see some more things on performance and alerts on tomorrow's class. Okay. So we'll stop now and we'll continue again on tomorrow's. Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Yes, I asked him now. Can you send me anything?
Your voice is coming low, Keshwan.
Yeah, can you send me that FAQs and resume?
Yeah, I'll send you that, Keshwan.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Okay. Bye bye.